I'm thinking just as I go about my life and marriage and how things are now. And I've had an injury which affected my memory, so details are lost to me now. So I can only speak in broad strokes about everything really. And what I'm thinking is that I did what I wanted to do in life. I achieved in my martial art training over many, many years. I started businesses and ran those businesses okay. I achieved in education to an extent. I fathered two children, which I wanted to do. The bottom line is I've achieved much in life that I set out to achieve. I don't think I can identify a failure in my life. I've achieved in business, in my martial art. I've achieved in the social space. I'm in the video documentary attacking feminism. So I'm very proud to know and feel that I've done what I wanted to do. And I suppose that's what it comes down to in life. Can you look at your life and say that you have achieved things you set out to achieve? And I can say that. I'm not rich and whatever, but that I didn't set out to be rich. It wasn't a priority for me to do that. I got married because I wanted to get married. I knew the risks. I don't think I fully appreciated the situation, but I knew enough to avoid marriage if I wanted to avoid it. But I know my efforts to make money. I know that my money has been taken from me, and I've only got myself to blame for that. I am thinking, however, that I know I'm supporting my children, and that does mean so much to me. That despite everything, I have supported my children, and I can't be there for them as a father. But I have done something towards their welfare, and that means so much. I'm so glad to know that. Now the way it's happened is completely awful, but I'm so glad to not feel miserable about it. I accept it as the way things are. But I'm glad to not feel morose and absolutely awful. I just feel resigned and also glad to know I have helped. I can only advise men out there to not get married. The legal system is designed to basically punish men on divorce. It's a support structure for women alone, and there is no place for a man within a marriage except as a financial object, as a punishment object. As I say, I knew much of the risk, I just didn't feel it properly. I didn't see the risk to myself. I thought I was an observer. I didn't see myself as part of the problem. But now I know I was part of the problem. As I say, I'm so glad to not feel terrible about it. I am just resigned rather than miserable. And I am wondering how I'm going to survive in life now. But I'm glad to have done something for my children. Even though I don't know them, I'm still glad to have supported them as much as I can. So, as I said, I think my memory is a problem. I tell men out there, I'm warning men out there that there isn't a place for a man within a marriage. It's simply not the structure that supports men. It's there to corral men, to put men into a support structure such that the woman is supported and the children are supported. It is there to ensure that. It is not there to protect you in any way at all. It is a support structure that makes use of men as a financial object to be exploited. There is no place for man within a marriage except as a taxable object, a support entity, something to be exploited. That is what a man within a marriage is. Something to depend on and use as required. Whether the marriage works out or not, the man is used and abused basically. So I'm wondering what I do now. Um, I am just dependent on the state now. My house, my property, my finances, my savings have been removed from me. And the only positive element of this is that at least I've contributed to the welfare of my children. That's all I can take from this, I would say. But I say again, I'm one man out there that marriage is not meant for men. It's not designed for men. It is a support structure to enable the welfare of women and children. If a man wants to control his life and know that his efforts have been for his welfare, then marriage is not a route he should take. It is not designed for men. It is designed to use and exploit men for the welfare of women and children. And that pretty much is the end of it. I'm thinking on the future of marriage and wondering if it will go away eventually. It depends on, I suppose, the wisdom of men to an extent and the experience of men. It would seem to me that most men would grow up today having been raised in a family with no father present because of our current system, which exploits and uses men so much, and removes men as the fathers of children to an extent. So I'm thinking that most boys, as they become men, will see the situation, I would hope, and realize that marriage with a woman is unwise. I can only hope for the welfare of these children, these boys, as they become men. I can only hope that they see the lay of the land and be wiser than I have been. I think I knew the score, but I didn't really feel it. I didn't see the danger for me. I'm just hoping I can help my son in life. Yeah, I mean, I'll do what I can. I just don't know what will be possible. But I do want to protect him, even though I don't know him.